of the Politricks watch. This is RP. Now today, once again we are talking about the DPP and the courts and the judges and the laws and them things. My actual regular listeners them know say a long time we are talking about this. A wave, the majority of your favorite influencer them are right man. Cause the world spread case so popular in the media. A long time we depend laws and laws we need to fix on this, need to fix on this, need to adjust on the DPP and the prosecution and defense. A long time we are talking about them things there, long before it trendy. Can you see Lord of mercy gone back on court again because see two of them fight against the man in came come off of the court and a long time we talk about this simple time. Keep it moving. It's our thing. Now we talk about the facts that still come on the paper say favorite lawmakers them go plug the loophole or make it so that the accused can sabotage his own case and then bust it. Interesting timing. In 2024, I'm going to talk about the DPP. I'm going to talk about somebody who's been overlooked in all of this. That's the judge in the case. The judge in the World Sprat case. The judge in the Vybz Barabas case. When time the two of them, the prosecution and defense was before him. As the expert, as the learned colleague of him should have said, well, actually, he can't go so because the case I get thrown down the road. He didn't. Him say, alright, make it go on. And the judge had the final decision. The judge never make it. But now holding the judge them accountable. Before me go into that, for Patreon birthday shout out, this one goes out to JM. Normally them two letters are associated with Jamaica. But we're talking about JM. Turned 20 years old today. Don't know this shout out is coming from your parents and in particular your father, quote unquote, my youth. You know where I talk. JM turned 20. 20 years old, them tell us when in your 20s if you waste your time and do all kind of stupid decisions and do every foolishness. That's the worst advice they can give youth. When they tell the youth say they must waste their 20s man and then take life serious in their 30s. When they reach them 30s, them realize say the wasted 20s and can't get it back. Just drink and smoke and party with your life in your 20s. Man. When you're 30s, you can start take up. Then they realize life missed them. And enough of the decisions they make in their 20s, you can't even fix them in their 30s. Enough people are 45 years old now try to fix mistake what they make in their 20s. JM, listen to your parents, listen to your father. How they made upon him body, a whole part of time reason. So big up JM. Remember, next big video I drop. I might drop it Sunday, I'm not sure yet. I make up my mind yet for doing the week. But this video is going to be about the proverbial quote-unquote hookers. I talk about the ex-Gaza artists them. All of them Wanga Gaza artists them. We used to get beaten like picnic. Like how a pimp beat him hooker them. I'm gonna make a video about it. You see, Popcorn, Rhino and them, the whole of them, the female artists them, Gaza Kim and the whole of them, they're like hookers. You ever study the relationship between a hooker and a pimp? Pimp box her down, kick her down, thump out her teeth, no matter what happen, the hooker will tell you. But I still have to stay loyal to him because I don't know if I never for him wound up on the street corner. I say I look at him do my nail and I him do my nails. No matter where they them, no matter what world sprat to them. Barabas make man beat them like them a pitney. Right. Vybz Barabas make Leng box Gaza Kim till she piss up herself. That's a fact. Ask Leng if you don't believe me. Him brag about it every day. Him and Vybz Barabas laugh about it for a month straight, then can tell you. Remember she was Gaza Kim, then she go up on TV, go talk about how them beat her up and Rose Pratt man beat her up and she take out the Gaza off her name, now she put it on back. And they're like hookers. And I kill the pimp beat them. Them still, if I never for him still mooned up on a street corner, yeah. Yes, me I say I have to give thanks because of him them there so on the street corner. I him a help me, help. Different thing help and exploit. Or you up on the street corner get juking in your hole every day. And him collect most of the money and give him feel like to give you. That's how Gaza used to run. When them Gaza artists say they run the world sprat, them a suffer like dog, a chicken back them and them right through. Send them on tour. When time them come back, think them a get big money, them they get nothing. Be a boxing and kick them up in their mouth. All the time Rajic dead, them still traumatized the way them afraid of him. All the time Ling left Gaza, them still afraid. They want to box them get. So when they see them in the media talk about, yo, Vybz Cartel that free boss. Two them think him a come back a road now, so them a say, yo, we need to go back around him. Remember him do this to me and do this to me. These are some of the most effeminate males on earth. I want thing to see Gaza Kim them and Sheba them a go on, but to see quote unquote man. Right. Remember when Rhino left? Go lick your pitney, go lick your pitney. And they seen on stage a fire. Me love Cartel the most. These men are pathetic, quote unquote men. Look out for that video, bunch of hookers. Enough of them people they see in entertainment that talk about World Sprat this and Free Bird Sprat and Free Vybz Barabas. Right. They have Stockholm Syndrome, enough of them were victims. They want a lick in a face them get. They want a time they can't go party because they're afraid. Now they might try to get back in his good books. Right. This the whole of them. And I'm have to take that and run back in front of him. Hookers, look out for that video. You lick your pitney. Regular box in her face. Stockholm Syndrome is a real thing though. Google it. But see people that send me picture with like one analogy of like one pitney I go to one smarty and them and say, oh daddy and auntie and when we talk about daddy this and daddy that and daddy pitney ask permission on the laugh and mock. And that's fine, except when they go send it back to me, now it start to get laughable. Like, people are saying me things, but look on this bro, they look on this, you can understand what I go on. Understand what I go on. Nobody send it back over here, so. That's like buying a zinger, taking out the lettuce, right, and replacing it with pop chow, right, and then sending it back on the road, or try to sell KFC. Now, the same thing that, brother. Instead of zinger, it named blinger. I try to sell back KFC a blinger. That's ridiculous. Make we get into the matter now. Work we are working. Non-stop. The matter around judges and juries and it's a complicated one. Me say Judge Sykes come out, even from the Klansman trial, come out and say if you get rid of jury completely. Because jury can get this and jury can get that and all them things. And just have a judge around the case. Like everything else, when an argument is presented, we look on it from both sides. When Justice Sykes said that, I said, alright, those are valid points. They can threaten a jury, can threaten this and threaten that. And as we see in a World Sprat case, they can buy out this and buy out that. But guess what? All that applies to the judge too. All that applies to the judge too. So just having one judge instead of having a jury, that don't make me no more comfortable. Because now you have one man for buy out, one man for threaten, one man for intimidate, one man for this and that. My suggestion that me put forward from the Klansman trial was that in some cases, especially the high profile big anti-gang cases when you look on 20, 30 man in front of you, it shouldn't be one judge, you need a panel of judges. You can have 3, we can get rid of jury for them cases. Because if you have 40 Klansman pan trial, enough jury members not even going to want to turn up. Right? If you go be in a jury pan no case with 40 Klansman. The individual case them, yes, jury, but when you have 50 Klansman, I go 51 other man, 50 Stone Crusher man, enough jury members are shaking at them boot before they reach a court. For them case there, right, I would suggest a panel of judges, not just one judge, not Sykes alone, not no one judge alone. Because, as we see in the Klansman case, Justice Sykes never even knows a gun will hold 7 shots, can fire 8. Him true matters because him said the gun holds 7 and the police them said fire 8. And that's not possible. And it is. Because the gun holds 7 does fire 8. 7 at the magazine and 1 at the head. You never know that. So when you have one judge oversee case, man will get things dashed out. All the time I saw you go. Jamaica must can find 3 top judge to oversee anti-gang and then big case when you have multiple defendants. So I see the argument why jury cases have its flaws, but the judge case have its flaws too. Everything that the justice system have its flaws. The justice system by nature have flaws. Anything where a group of man sit down and come up with must have flaws. That's just the nature of man. We have to talk about pros and cons. For the regular murder charge, them man pick up a man, then people need to get tried by a jury of them peers. Maybe if we invest better in protecting jury members and protecting witnesses, then this will not happen. That's what them not talk about, you know. There's hardly any protection for jury members and witnesses, and the witness protection program is massively underfunded. Them don't want to look into that. Instead, them rather say get rid of it completely. But the big anti-gang case, them 50 gunman, enough people not turn up for that. You hear excuse till they're tired. A panel of judges should suffice. And here is the next thing on the now look, man. In the Vybz Barabas case, it was the judge who went along with it. Members of the DPP is a prosecutor. Llewellyn them and Pierre them and Tom Tavares them are defense. Do you know who made the final decision that day? It was the judge. The fact that the judge sign off on it means that the judge don't know the law either. The judge either never know there was a loophole or him know and went along with it, which would be very interesting. Because in the claim say system against Rolls-Pratt. Do you think the judge know less than Tom Tavares and Llewellyn? No, possible, anything possible. But only two things happen there. Either the judge himself never know say there was this loophole, which would be interesting because he's a judge. Or him know and say go on a road. Knowing said this case I got turn upside down. Interesting. Has to be explored. Because so far we talk about the DPP and we talk about the defense, but we not talk about the judge. I him sign off on it, you know. Him sign off on it. So why him never say actually this is what should have happened in an ideal situation then, since when they said judge them an expert and learn colleague and all them things. Even if the DPP go in and say, alright, make the case continue, which is what defense want, because them know say this is going to be technicality. The learned expert, the judge, should have said, the case can't continue. Right? We have to go do a retrial because once the judge or once the jury get tampered with, right, even though the defense tamper it, this is going to get thrown out on the grounds that it's not a quote-unquote fair trial, so it can't continue. Therefore, Miss DPP, your case need to come back again. That's what the judge should have said. Instead, the judge said, you good? And DPP said, yeah. The judge said, defense, you good? And defense said, hell yeah. Right. We definitely good. Okay, know that anymore. And the judge said, alright then, things are not good, we go forward. Why didn't the learned expert flag the issue? Either him never know, or him know and make it continue. Which is an even more interesting conversation. So what happens when you have a single judge look over one case? When that single judge, right, made a decision that ultimately blew a case that was clear cut. You see what when you have one judge, so you have one judge now, the same judge from Vybz Barabas case, I go overlook one big anti-gang case now, and then he might go say, yeah man, this one I wrote, I don't know the law. And him a judge. He don't know so that not on the law books. There's no such law in Jamaica. There's a loophole. A loophole that could be exploited. And it was exploited. See, come out of the papers. So this is why I think you need multiple judges, because between 3 judges, 1 must have sense. In theory. In theory. Again, I'm hoping for the best here. But if you have 1 3 judge, surely one of them must can spot. Actually, this not gonna work because surely, I mean, they learned colleagues and all that. Experts and all that. So now we're seeing at the paper. The lawmakers are trying to close the loophole. And now media want to put out them things and talk about this and talk about that. Late as usual. The lawmakers are late as usual. I know them really want to go into why the case bus when the hype are dead down and then can't ride the wave. Now them want to be serious journalists. Interesting times. How we know why the case was quote unquote quashed? It wasn't because them look on evidence and say, oh, there's nothing here, man. Then must set up this innocent man. Because he sabotaged his own case. Lawmakers trying to close the loophole, make it possible for the accused to sabotage their own case and then go bust it. In 2020, this is why I'm telling you, I'm not impressed. Jamaica is all about big title. Oh, don't you know I'm a lawyer? I was called to the bar. Well, I was also called to the bar too. To have a drink, but I never take it. Afraid them poison me. But then call me to the bar. In 2024, and now them want to close this loophole. What want to go law school for? In the entire Jamaica from 1962 when them say them a build nation, this loophole has been there and it wasn't plugged. Is either them can do it or them not want to do it. Or which one is it? When we telling about conflict of interest, having one bag of big shot defense lawyer in politics that helps set policy for Jamaica, I told you this is farcical. Because defense lawyers are write law to stop crime is a conflict of interest. How Jim Brown lawyer and Tesha Miller lawyer and Blackman lawyer must sit down go write law for dismantle gangs. And the gangs put oxtail upon them pot at night time? You people are insane. You think Tom Tavares Vincent and Bert Samuels and the likes are going to come up with any policy to crush Klansman and one other? When a Klansman and one other make lobster tail, they pan them plate at evening time? Make them and them caviar off of them hand? You're asking fishermen to help write a law to eliminate fish? This is why indentured servants who can't even speak English turn up at Jamaica and shine like a diamond, you know. What is going on in Jamaican society and culture where people refuse to exercise no kind of reasoning, you know? It's never going to happen. It's a conflict of interest. Me never ask them the question, who do you serve, lawyer guy? Jamaica have a disproportionate amount of lawyers in our politics. And have some of the most pathetic laws as it relates to crime fighting and destroying gangs. They don't find that strange. They should be experts, right? That's the theory as to why we need enough of them in our politics, because they know the law. Know the law for who? Who do you serve, lawyer guy? The Lord of the Aquarium and Tom Tavares and them on there. Who do they serve? Tom Tavares, aka Tommy Hilfiger. Who do you serve? Tommy Hilfiger would have sit down for 1,000 panels, 1,000 committees, and we put together about them and go draw something to come up with laws and fix this. And at no point, him no mention say, no, say there's a loophole where if you go up for your case and you really get where you don't get and the evidence too strong, you can just sabotage your own case by tampering with the jury and then get dashed out. You know that? He knew this because his client did it. And his client never do it on his own. You think Vybz Barabas, the dummy who carried out a murder and proceeded to vlog it, knew about that? You think Vybz Barabas, one of the original, we're not talking about vloggers. Vybz Barabas is one of the original vloggers. He might vlog before vlogging was cool. Nowadays vloggers are like, guys, today we're going to the beach and here is my outfit and this is what we're wearing. That's what Vybz Barabas did. Barabas turned on his phone and said, guys, today we're going to kill a lizard and you can assume this. Alright, so here we're about to see the ox here right now, see the peacocks here. Alright, make sure but make it catch me now. Alright, you know, so we can use this kill him. The man vlogged this murder. He's the original vlogger. Vlogger boy. What him channel eh? Barabas is a blogger. He must vlog before it cool. He vlogged this murder, document everything. Remember him in the room with Rogic? Guys, today we're here at Rogic and we're talking about when him shoot up on church and he's a vlogger. The man document the murder. Tom Tavares them know something mean nothing because they had a Trump card at them sleeve. Oh, we know how we can still bust case no matter how the evidence strong. So Tommy Hilfiger knew about this. So since he knew about it, why he never step forward and say, hear what Jamaicans, hear what my fellow lawmakers. We're going to plug this gap because I know them want to come do it. See that on your screen now. So they're going to do it, meaning say not done. In not done. We know say not done. Why Tommy Hilfiger and Miguel Lone never try since them, because they care about Jamaica and they care about fixing crime and Tommy is the president of the Senate. The president of the undemocratic, illegitimate Senate. Don't you think at some point he could have lent the Jamaican people a little help here, Tom? But he doesn't serve the Jamaican people. The Senate doesn't serve the Jamaican people. Let's look at the Senate. Custodian class and house Negroes. In the history of all humanity, name one rebel who the machine thought was a threat to it. With them gear straight on the Senate. You think they think Tom Tavares Finson is a threat to them? You think them think Peter Bunting is a threat to them? You think them think Crawford is a threat to them? Controlled opposition. They just speak so well and the people are easily impressed that Senate is undemocratic. It is downright criminal. Anything elected members put up, the Senate can block. That is extraordinary in 2024. I thought you said you had a democracy. Democracy? Is that the word? Or is it democracy? Or is it democracy? I don't know. Can't read too well. Who controls that Senate? Senate is a fraud. The president of the Senate knew this loophole existed. They are lawmakers. They literally helped to bring in laws and they didn't plug this law till now. And you believe these people are for Jamaica and for Jamaicans? Rebels don't get to live freely and happily. Rebels have to hide in a bush. Real people who are a real threat to the machine don't get to live freely and comfortable. Walk around all day all nice. You have to hide in a bush. I tell you, everything is just like the slavery days. People who are really threat to them have to lay low. To hide in a bush. Have to be incognito. People up and down and walk as skin every day. I get interview and talk about, I stand for this and stand for that. Controlled opposition. The world Sprat's lawyer, Vybz Barabas lawyer, is the president of the Senate. People didn't realize that the man who tell us that the system will fight against him, his lawyer is the epitome of the system. We've seen lawyers turn down cases when Shirley Playfair dead. Lawyers rejected money and said we now work for you, why you get sink. Tom Tavares could have said the same. You think Tom Tavares need Barabas money? Same beast. A different branch. How many times do I have to break it down for you? How Jamaica work? Daddy sit at the top. Below daddy is the custodian class. Below the custodian class is the house Negro. And below the house Negro is the field Negroes. The house Negro class includes but is not limited to. Alright, now for your favorite big shot lawyers, media personnel, entertainers, they're death merchants. This is why they are allowed to say, chop off the head. They're allowed to say, murder granny. They're allowed to say, chop the line. Right? They are allowed to say, kill the picnic. They are allowed to say, killing farmer. But they are not allowed to say, kill sprats. Who controls them? Who controls them? The fact that only can't read this play is the reason why you will continue to get outshined by indentured servants from Kushung Kung Kung province, who in their own country is at the bottom of the social ladder. But in Jamaica, within 5 years them drop and suddenly they start looking like Elon Musk. You don't want to destroy the plantation, you want to stay on it and complain. Cause you feel good being a victim. You're proud to be weak. You think weakness is a virtue. You battle about who is weaker. Hit this like button. I'm working here. 1,000 by the left and 10,000 by the right. Me see everybody rise up. Attack and I'll know. I'll know they can't penetrate the Susano. Laugh me a laugh. Only 5-10% maximum of all entertainers in Jamaica have no sense. Mark my word. The rest of them are nothing more than a bunch of puppets. toe the line. Most of them want to talk now. Right. Them afraid of the World Sprat team like Post. Not the World Sprat himself, you know. Them afraid of the team and they've run him. Leng, Rajic, Jackie, and them boy there. Them afraid of them. All the time them dead, they afraid of them. All the time them dead, then much of them get boxed up because them play all song. Them play all the wrong song and World Sprat them and box them in their face, mouth a bleed. Now then up on phone now. You see me talk about I am a free girl, free Barabas. Bunch of clowns. They must say, look, YouTuber like the whole world against you. Whole world? Nah, mistake the vocal one them for the whole world. Of course, the guys that make the most nice. But what else make the most nice? Empty barrels. DJ, influencer and vlogger, select on them that day. Right. Who come here come see the whole of them and step past the whole of them like they didn't exist. Right. Am I gonna need 10,000 more just to combine and have as much sense as my dog. My dog's smart as hell. Something you can't relate to. Members of the local YouTuber make Gaza fans them have to build fake page to comment the same thing over and over. That's how much burn them to them soul. Veni Vidi Vici. All of them try rewrite history. People will never forget. 10 toes down. Patreon squad big up on myself. PIA. Don't know. More life. Ultra squad. See you circling. Bless.